Alrighty, so today we're going to learn how to teach our shelter dogs some tricks. So we have Rex here who's going to be our model. So we'll just go over how to teach basic commands to our shelter dogs. Rex already knows a lot of the tricks I'm going to be showing you today. So we're going to be moving really quickly. When you're actually training, things are going to take a little bit longer, but have patience. Training is really good for our dogs. It allows them to find homes easier and it enriches them, works their brains. So let's get started. The supplies you'll need are their progress report. So this is gonna go over what tricks they already know, what tricks they're learning, and what their favorite treats are. So Rex's favorite treats are pepperonis. These are usually a favorite, so you can just break them up into little tiny pieces. So I have my treat bag loaded with pepperonis. So I'm gonna have that. You need your clicker. And then for some of the training, we're gonna use a leash, but not right now. I know. So if you're not familiar with what a clicker is, it really is just a bridge between the command you want and the reward. So anytime the dog does the command you're asking for, you're gonna click and reward. Rex, come. To find out if a dog is already clicker trained, you can simply just like click, and if they start looking for a treat, you kind of know they already know what it means. If they don't know what a click is, then you just kind of keep clicking, giving a treat, and they really quickly figure it out. And so this is kind of just a universal way of saying, yes, that's the command I want you to perform, keep doing it. All right, so we are going to start with a sit command. So he's standing like this. With training dogs, usually their nose will follow their body. So if you can get their nose to follow the treat, you can usually control a lot of what they do. So I can get them to spin in a circle. So for a sit, I'm gonna take the treat in my hand and then raise it above his nose, and then it brings that butt down to the ground. Good boy. Stand. Good. Sit. Good. Good boy. If you have a dog that is taking a little bit longer to sit down, you can try using it with a wall. So if instead of sitting down, he just kind of backs up, we can put him up against the wall. And then do a sit that way, and when he hits the wall, he's kind of gonna be forced to sit down. There you go. Good boy. Good. Alrighty, and that is pretty much it for sit. Alright, so the next command we're going to teach is down. So Rex, come. Good boy. Usually it's a bit easier to get them into a down if they already are sitting. Luckily Rex knows the stand command, so we can kind of start over. You see the treats. Stand. Good. So sit. So we're going to learn to sit, click, because he did the command we wanted. And then now for the down, we're just going to bring the treat down to the floor and try to get him to follow. Good. Good boy. Yeah. Sometimes it might take a bit longer for them to kind of figure out the down. So every time he gets closer to the ground, sit. Sit. And you can click and reward. So when he gets like halfway like that, you kind of click until you can get him all the way on the ground. I'm sorry Rex does it a bit quicker than your dogs probably will, since he already knows what I'm asking for. And then another important part of training is pairing the command they learn with a hand signal. So with sit, since usually you're bringing the treat above the head, that's usually a good hand signal for sit. So Rex, sit.
Ooh, there's a noise.
Rex, sit. Good boy. Giving so many pepperonis today. And then down is pretty much the opposite. So Rex. So many noises in the business office. Come here. Rex. Down. Good. So once they start to figure out the command with Lauren, then you can add in that verbal cue and the hand signal, and they'll pick it up pretty quickly. All right. Down. All right, so the next command that we're gonna learn is give paw. This one is just kind of a fun command. It's really easy to teach. Usually it's easiest if they're already in a sit, so we're gonna get them to sit. Good. That's also a really impressive skill, getting them to go from a down to a sit. So that's also something you can work on once they've mastered down. All right, so we're gonna sit. Excuse you. Sit. Good. So give paw, there's a couple different ways you can do this. The easiest is usually just going to be he already knows, to hold out a closed fist, and then in their natural curiosity, they're probably going to start pawing at your fist. So anytime he like reaches that paw for me, I'm going to click and reward. Sorry, I dropped it. Usually it's best when you are rewarding that they get the treat from your hand. Usually you don't want to let them pick it up from the floor. They should understand that the treat is coming from you. I was too slow on that one. Like that. No eating treats off the ground, sir. All right, so I'm gonna give them a closed fist. Good. Good boy. The other way you can do it if they're just not reaching for you with their paw is to just, I know you already know it, just kind of, good. Kind of touch their paw to get them to lift it up a little bit. And then click and reward. Good boy. Good paw. Good. And that's that. Good boy, Rex. So another fun trick, but really hard one to teach, is roll over. So if you have a really eager dog like Rex, you can teach them this fun thing. It'll really impress their control adopters. Rex, come. So for this, we're gonna start in a down. So can you down? Rex, focus. Focus. Face the wrong way. You have to cut this part out. All right, Rex, come here. Rex, down. Good. So we've got him in a down. He already knows you're awful. Start over. I didn't ask for that yet. Look at him. All right, down. All right, so to kind of get them to start their bodies rolling over, you're gonna take the treat and move like this. So then when you get them on the side, you're gonna click and reward. So you'll probably have to do that a million times over. Just keep getting them on their side, clicking, rewarding, getting them on their side. It's a really unnatural movement for most dogs, so it's gonna take a long time to do. Sit, down, right on your side. Good. And then once you get them on their side, you can keep moving that treat over. So you get them on their back. You might have to kind of keep going and get them to move inch by inch. Down. So now I got him on his back. Good boy. And then usually once you get them on the back, the other part is easy. So on the back. All the way. Good boy. Yeah. And then for Rex's rollover command, I spin my finger in a circle. So Rex, down. I usually have to get him in a down first. Down. Good. Ready? Roll over. All the way. All the way. You got it. Good boy. Some dogs have a harder time just getting their bodies over in a circle, but he did great. The next fun command we're going to do is crawl. This one was really hard for him to learn, but once we learned it, he has a lot of fun with it. So again, we're going to start in a down. Rex, down. And no distractions. Down. Down. Good. All right. So for this one, we're going to kind of use that nose following trick, and we're going to move his nose forward. A lot of times they're going to want to stand up, so you can kind of put a guiding hand back here. So when his butt pops up, you just kind of hold it down, and then he'll learn to inch forward and crawl. You're doing too good at this, guys. It's hard to teach them when you already know them. Ready? Keep going. Good crawl. Good. You want that treat. Good boy. Alrighty.
That one's fun. You want to show him just doing it?
Yeah. Down. Excuse you. Down. Down. Crawl. Oh, crawl. 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 Good boy. So now we're going to teach the command spin. This is a really easy trick. So you've got a dog that is having a harder time with some of the other commands, you can work on spin. So we're going to use that nose thing. So he's got his nose on the treat. We're just gonna take him and spin him in a circle. Good boy. Rex, spin. Good boy. Super easy. Rex, spin. Spin. Good! That's it. Alright, so for the next part of our training, we're gonna work on some really important skills. So for these, we're gonna have a leash and a collar. You're not gonna wanna use your traditional slip lead because it's just gonna fall off while it's sitting like this. So either use a leash and a collar or use the slip leads that have little stoppers on them. Hi. So we're gonna work on the stay command. Obviously, this is a really hard trick for dogs to learn. So when they're in a stay, they have to stay in the exact position that you leave them in. So you can either do a sit stay or a down stay. So Rex, we're gonna sit. Sit. Good boy. So for stay, you just kind of work in small steps. So I'm gonna start by sticking pretty close to him. It's really important when you're doing stay, don't have a treat in your hand because you're just gonna confuse them. Sit. For the stay command, you're just gonna use a solid hand, stay. And then to start out, you kind of walk. Good, good stay. Every time you give them a okay or good, you wanna come back to him and give him a treat. Don't call him to you or it's gonna also confuse him. All right, Rex, stay. We work on completing your circle. Oh. So since he broke the stay, we're gonna make sure we put him exactly back in the position we left him. If you're doing this in the play yard, it might be helpful to have him sit on one of the drains or near one of the drains so you can kind of remember where he was. Rex, come, sit, stay. And that's why the leash comes in handy. So we're gonna start that over. Since he broke the stay kind of early, I'm not gonna go quite as far. We wanna make sure he has some successes. Good, good stay. Good, stay. Good. Good boy. Stay. That was a terrible hand smell, I'm so sorry. Good. Stay. So now I'm gonna branch out a little further and do the same thing. You can kind of see in their face when they might break the stay, so then you can click and reward. Bring it back, sit, stay. Good. Stay. Good stay. Great stay. I'm gonna walk out of sight now. Well, I'm gonna walk behind Sydney. Good stay. Good. I mean, you can just keep working on the stay. Nope. Sit. Sit. Good. Now down. Good. Stay. I don't know why, but a down stay is sometimes a lot harder for him, so we'll see. Good. And don't get discouraged. This is not going to go as quickly when you're training our dogs. You're just going to keep going one step at a time. Rex has already been working on this for a very long time and he still makes mistakes, so the stay is a super command. All right, I'm going to go to that door and see what he does. Oh, good boy.
Wow.
Good boy, he wanted to jump up so bad. So that's the basics for stay. You just want to work on getting your stay bigger and longer. You can work on opening the gate to the yard and see what they do. All right, so the next command we're going to work on is the place command. This is probably the most important command that our dogs can learn. Me and Rex use it all the time in our daily lives. It's going to help us out at the shelter and it's going to help them in transitioning to their new home for them to learn this. So place is just telling him to go lay on his bed and then stay there until I tell him otherwise. The release word I use for Rex is okay. So when I say okay, I'm releasing him from a sit, I'm releasing him from a stay, I'm releasing him from a place, whatever. So you're kind of building on that stay and building on that release word when you're doing place. So this one that's super important to have a leash. So I am going to make him sit and stay. Rex, sit, stay. And then I'm gonna put the treat on the bed while he's staying. And then I'm gonna take him and walk him over to the bed and say place. Rex, place, and let him get the treat. Good. So he learns that when he goes to bed, he gets a treat. All right, let's go again. Do that a couple times. Sit, stay. So this one's really gonna build on that stay command that we learned last time. Rex, place. Oh boy. So after they have mastered that, sit, stay, you can let them go to the bed on their own. All right, ready? Place. Good boy, good place. So next we're gonna work on getting him all the way on the bed. So we're gonna place. Good boy. All right, let's get all those feet on the bed. Good. I know it slides, I'm sorry. So we have all of these, or we have beds like these located both in the A and the B yards. So you can work on this command while you're out in the play yard with them. You can also work on it on their kennel. The goal is for them to be able to place on their bed in the kennel and allow us to enter and exit more easily. So when he is in a place, he is not allowed to get off the bed until I tell him okay. Okay. Good. So in theory, our shelter dog should be able to do that, so we can have them place onto their beds and then release them when we get them leashed and ready to go. Place. Rex. Perfect. Sorry, he knows it as park it. Place is the more universal command. We just did park it because it's more fun. If you're using any of these tricks on your dogs at home, you can teach them whatever words you want. You can teach them whatever hand signals you want. You can have fun with it. But in the shelter, we're going to use the more traditional hand signals and words. Okay. Good boy.
Okay.
Another important thing is that in a place command, he can be doing whatever he wants on the bed. My rule with Rex is he has to have 2 paws on the bed. He can be laying, he can be sitting, he can be on his back, he can be doing whatever he wants on the bed. He just has to have 2 paws on the bed. Good boy. And then he knows he cannot get off of that bed until I say okay. Okay. Good. Good boy. You're so good. Down. Bed. Not what I asked. Oh, good boy. Down, all the way. Good. He's dead.
Bang.
Okay.